Okay, this is Chukwu Delube again. This is political analysis. I want to talk about, I want to do a small introduction today on the idea of true federalism. I know you've heard people bandy around federalism, and you hear people always, some people, they get on TV, they get on newspapers, they get on the television, and they say there's no such thing as true federalism. And that what Nigeria has is true, is federalism, and every country can have its own federalism and it works the way it works. That is absolutely, that's wrong. Yes, there's no such thing as an ideal car. There are different kinds of cars. You have Toyotas, you have the SUVs, you have the Siennas, all those things, the luxury things that look like. You have even Keke. But all those vehicles that I just called up have basic qualities that they share. So you can't say, I'm a car, I'm building a car, and you don't have spark plugs. Or I'm building an internal combustion engine, and I'm not going to use engine oil. I'm not going to put petrol in it. I'm not going to. My examples may not be the best, but you get the idea that certain basics must be present in order to have what you call a federal system. And when you don't have those basics, you don't have a federal system. And if you try to operate a geographical area or try to govern a group of people who should be in a federal state, in a situation, in anything other than a federal state, you will continue to have problems. And that's the problem Nigeria faces. There is such a thing as real federalism. There is such a thing as the qualities that make up an automobile or a vehicle or a car. You open the engine of a 911, you open the engine of your SUV, there are certain basic engineering characteristics that they have. And that's the truth about federalism. So when Nigeria fails, it's because of you're trying to govern Nigeria in a unitary system while calling it a federal system because you know it should be a federal system. That's why you don't want to admit that you're actually operating a unitary system. Get it? I'll give you an instance. One quality of a federal system, remember that in a federal system, what you have is the national government and the subnationals. They federate with each other. The local governments do not federate with the national government. The states, the subnationals, federate with the national government. And the local governments do what? Federate with the states. So when you try to take the local government and foist them on the states and foist them inside federalism, it fails. So you have this problem that Nigeria is having now. Every day, local government this, local government autonomy, local government this, local government that. That's not the way it works. In the US, for example, I have to keep giving that example because that's not an example that people can appreciate. The city of Los Angeles has no business with Washington, D.C. The city of Los Angeles, its business is with Sacramento, the capital of California. That's with whom it federates. But I know that because of money and the way that oil money is shared, uh, there is a, excuse me, there's a tendency, there's a tendency to want to uh, manipulate the formula so that the local governments can continue to get their money, and so that to force so that government quote unquote get to the roots. Whatever will happen to that money at the state level is what is going to happen to that money at the local government level. Sending money directly to the local government level isn't going to make sure that the local governments are going to build schools, hospitals, and roads. Nah, that's a whole different issue altogether. Let me give you another example. All the while that they've been talking about kidnapping, for instance, in Anambra State. Anambra State Police Command openly declared that they have no capacity to go inside the bushes and do anything and stop anything. But guess what the governor did? The governor organized what he calls Agone Chamber. Who is Agone Chamber? Call it whatever you want. It's any other name. It's state police. Who are they? Local people, Anambra people who know where everything is. And what are they doing? Look at what they're doing in Anambra State now. Kidnapping is down. Kidnappers are running. They go to their homes and they can't find them. Their parents don't know where they are, and they're catching people and they're burning houses. And I'm not condoning burning houses, but at least the man is getting results. It may not be results that they may not be ideal results, or not in the way that we would want them in a civilized way, but he's getting results. He's getting results the Nigerian police will never get. Why? Because these are local people. Why? Because state police is an essential element of federalism. And if you don't have it, you will have security problems. The number one reason Nigeria has insecurity, that if you notice that this insecurity is all over the country. People may say, oh, your insecurity is more than my insecurity, or my insecurity is more than your insecurity. They're just fooling themselves. The fact is that every region in Nigeria has insecurity. Insecurity that is unique to their way of life. And the number one reason is lack of state security. No state police, no local government police. Of course, there's a reason why Nigeria doesn't want state police. One of these days, we'll talk about it. There's a reason why Nigeria is afraid of state police. Until then, this is Chukwumodelago. I have to do this. If I want to prepare them and make them all nice and nicely, I'm not sure that I will ever do them because of time. But when it comes to me, I'll try and put them out. If I look at the video and I like it, I'll post it. If I don't like it, I'll leave it in my phone. I've got the memory. Okay, thank you. Like and share the video. Perhaps it will encourage me. Thank you.